Welcome to Kobla Academy. My name is Eze Christian Kelechi. Today I will be sharing with you a Python code that we develop here at Kobla Academy, which is called my Python Masterclass. Okay, today I'll be sharing with you the course outline for this course. This course is divided into several modules, starting from module 1 to 34. In the first module, we discuss about introduction to programming and Python, introduction to programming, introduction to Python, why we learn Python. Then module 2, we discuss setting up a development environment, importance of a development environment, setting up a development environment, setting up a development environment in PyCharm and VS Code. Then in module 3, discuss basic Python concept and syntax, variables, data types, operators, and control statements. In module 4, I will discuss about working with data structures in Python, list, tuple, and dictionary, comprehensions, indexing and slicing, modifying and sorting list. Module 5, I'll discuss about working with data types in Python, working with variables, numbers, strings, and lists. Module 6, we discuss on control structures in Python, if statement, loops, and exception handling. Module 7, we discuss working with files and data input and output, file handling, CSV, JSON data, and database connectivity. Module 8, we discuss function in Python, function definition, call, return value, arguments handling, lambda function. Module 9, I will discuss modules in Python, introduction to modules and handling import statements. Module 10, I will discuss object-oriented programming in Python, OOP, class, object, inheritance, and polymorphism. Module 11, I will discuss Python libraries and framework, introduction to libraries and framework, NumPy, Pandas, Django, TensorFlow, and Pygame. Module 12, I will discuss debugging and error handling in Python, handling common errors, debugging tools, exception handling. Module 13, development tools and techniques, virtual environment, Python package indents, continuous integration, deployment and optimization techniques. Module 14, Python inspect library, inspecting modules and classes using the inspect library. Module 15, Python and optimization, linear programming, nonlinear optimization, constraint programming, and advanced optimization techniques. Module 16, Advanced Python Concepts and Techniques, Decorators, Generators, Asynchronous Programming, Regular Expression, Web Development with Flask. Module 17, Python and Image Processing, Handling Images with Pillow and OpenCV, Advanced Image Processing Technique. Module 18, Python and Audio Processing, Handling Audio Files with librosa and PyAudio, Advanced Audio Processing Technique. Module 19, Python and Video Processing with OpenCV and MoviePy, Advanced Video Processing Technique. Module 20, Python and desktop applications, GUI application with PyGTK and PyQt, advanced desktop application development. Module 21, Python and web development, introduction to web development with Flask, Django, building a RESTful API. Module 22, Python and web script, introduction to web scraping with Beautiful Soup, Selenium and APIs. Module 13, Python data analysis, working with data structures and data types, data visualization, machine learning with scikit-learn. Module 24, Python and big data processing with Pandas, Dask, and PySpark. Module 25, Python and cloud computing, deploy application to the cloud, advanced cloud computing techniques. Module 26, Python and machine learning, supervised learning algorithm, unsupervised learning algorithm, deep learning with TensorFlow and Keras. Module 27, Python natural language processing, preprocessing and cleaning test data, classification and clustering of test data. Module 28, Python and game development with Pygame, advanced game development techniques. Module 29, Python and Excel integration, reading and writing Excel files, advanced Excel integration techniques. Module 30, Python and automation, task automation and sub-processes, PyAuto GUI and Selenium. Module 31, Python and robotics hardware and software advanced robotic techniques. Module 32, Python and IoT, Internet of Things, interacting with IoT devices, IoT data processing and visualization, IoT application development. Module 33, Python and virtual reality, creating virtual environment, rendering 3D graphics, advanced virtual reality technique. Each module is designed to build upon the knowledge from the previous module. The content is intensive and requires serious dedication and practice. Happy learning. So as I've shared with you the course outline, so let's dive into the course module. Module 1, Pragmatic Guide to Python Program Introduction. Welcome to Python Masterclass, the ultimate guide to Python programming from beginner to advanced and far beyond with step-by-step instruction and extensive code example. This course is designed to be an all-inclusive guide to Python programming, aiming to equip you with both the foundational knowledge and advanced skills needed to become a proficient Python programmer. Our journey will begin with a thorough exploration of Python basics, data types, variables, and control structures. Once you have solidified our understanding of these essentials, we transition into more complex topics like object-oriented programming, data manipulation, and working with external libraries. Where can we apply Python? Advanced Python application. However, understanding the syntax and semantics of Python is just the beginning of this programming adventure. As we progress, you'll be challenged to apply your newfound Python skill to tackle some of the most intriguing programming applications. We will delve into image, sound, and video processing, unravel the secrets behind editing and processing multimedia content using Python, desktop application development, learn to create interactive and responsive desktop applications, web development and web scraping, understand how to develop dynamic websites and scrape information from existing ones, data analysis and big data processing, dive deep into data, discovering insights and trends using Python powerful data analysis tool, cloud computing, explore the world of distributed computing and understand how Python interfaces with the cloud, machine learning and natural language processing, introduction to AI with Python, building intelligent systems that learn from data. Game development, create your games using Python Pygame library. Excel integration, learn how Python can read, write, and manipulate Excel file for data analysis and reporting. Automation, robotics and IoT and virtual reality. Discover how Python is used in cutting-edge fields to create smart devices, automate tasks, and build immersive VR experiences. Throughout the course, we will emphasize hands-on learning, providing you with clear instruction and comprehensive code example. Each topic will come with practical example and project ideas, prompting you to apply your skills and build real-world enterprise-grade code. Our ultimate goal is to turn you into a super Pythonista, an expert Python programmer with a diverse skill set capable of tackling any programming challenge. So let's start this exciting journey. Happy coding. In Module 2, we start with setting up a development environment. In this module, I'll guide you on how to set up a development environment for writing and running Python program. A development environment is a place where you can write, test, and debug your code. Why do you need a development environment? Development environment is an essential tool for any programmer. It provides you with a place to write and edit your code, as well as a way to test and run your programs. Development environments can also include tools and features that make it easier to write and debug your code, such as syntax highlighting, code completion, and error checking. How to set up a development environment? There are several ways to set up a development environment for Python. We will be covering two popular ones in detail using a text editor and command line or using an integrated development environment like PyCharm or Visual Studio Code. Set up a text editor and command line. To set up a development environment using a text editor and the command line, you need to install Python on your computer. You can download the latest version of Python from the official Python website www.python.org. Once you have once Python is installed, you can now use a text editor like Notepad or TextEdit to write your code, and then use the command line to run your program. Set up with an integrated development environment. An IDE is a software program that provides a more comprehensive development environment with features like syntax highlighting, code completion, debugging, tools, and more. Some popular IDEs for Python include PyCharm and Visual Studio Code. Set up a development environment using an IDE. You will need to install the IDE on your computer and then install Python. Many IDE include Python as part of their installation process, so you may not need to install it separately. Once you have your development environment set up, you will be ready to start writing any Python programs. How to set up a development environment in PyCharm? Follow this step. Download and install PyCharm on your computer. You can download the latest version of PyCharm from official PyCharm website. Once PyCharm is installed, launch the program and follow the prompt to set up your development environment. This may include creating new projects and choosing a Python interpreter. If you don't already have Python installed on your computer, Python will prompt you to install it. You can choose to install the latest version of Python or use a version that you have already installed. After you have set up your development environment, you will see the Python interface. So follow the process after the installation. Then for installing VS Code is a similar process. So let's dive into introduction to programming and Python. What is a programming language? What is programming? Programming is the art of giving instruction to computer to perform a definite task. While programming language means any language that can be used to give command to the computer to perform a particular task. While Python is one of high-level programming language that can be applied in web development, mobile development, web scripting, and others. So let's start. Basic concepts and syntax of Python. In this module, we're focusing on the basic concepts and syntax that form the foundation of Python. We dive into variables, data types, operator, and control flow. What is a variable? A variable is a storage location identified by a memory address in Python. A variable is created the moment we first assign a value to it using the assignment operator. So let's start with week one. Week one, introduction to Python. Then let me create a new file and call it. And let me delete all this one again and call it like learn variable. So variable is just a location of particular data in your computer. So you can say first name assigned a value of, let me say, Christian. So here now you declared a variable called first name and you assign a value of string called Christian. So you can just print this program by saying print first name, then so here is printed Christian once you run the program. So variable is just giving a name to your data type that you want to assign a value to. So you can make this program to look more unique by adding another string here by saying hello first name. So if you run this program, it will run hello Christian. Let me give space hello Christian. So I'm not making this video too long. In our next video, we continue from other type of data like int,